It doesn't.
Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go! Prepare for countdown! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 million!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of KDK's Lunatic Fringe. And pardon me if I'm a little out of it, because I was taking a nap and I woke up at 9:50. Looked over at the clock and had to get... I never realized how much shit I have to get ready for the show. Between setting title streaming and opening all the windows and going to all the websites to get the streams and all of this. When you have to do it all within 10 minutes, you realize exactly how much shit goes into getting all three networks up on the air. But I did it. We are live right now on PCU Prank Call Underground Radio, DEF CON Radio, and Wild Bunch Radio. So welcome everybody. This will be our last program of the new year because, of course, next Saturday is Christmas Day, and I'll be busy with my family, and hopefully you will be too. And the following week will be New Year's Day, and again, hopefully you'll be too hungover to do anything, like I will be. So we'll be back on January the 8th, I believe. I think that's the right day. Whatever Saturday is the second Saturday in January. That's when we'll be back. Sean Ward, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is here. I have a brand new prank call that I haven't listened to that Sean just sent me immediately before the program that I can play for you tonight. I've got some new stuff from Neo and myself and Ryan Rawmilk from the chat room that we can play tonight. And I've got some Christmas music. But most important of all, we're here live and we're going to make some prank calls. That's the main reason why we're here. Well, partly to inflate my own ego, and partly to go harass some people. So, if you have an idea for a prank call, you need to get your ass in the chat room. Go to www.kdkprankcalls.com and click on the link for the chat room, and you can use the Java applet that way. Or, if you're a savvy IRC user, the address is irc.centralchat.net, and the room is KDK. And you can join me and the other 18 people in there, and click on me to give me your ideas for prank calls, and I'll see what I can do about doing them tonight. And, except, I'm looking around here, before I took my nap, I forgot to go get a phone card. So, I'm going to need somebody to show the Christmas spirit and make the Yuletides gay, and donate a Christmas phone card for us tonight so that we can call some people. Otherwise, we're not going to have a whole lot of fun here. Let me see what people are saying in the chat room. DJ Glowworm says we're welcome to call him tonight. Well, if you get a phone card, we'll see what we can do, Glowworm. Sean Ward says, have you been playing the calls I sent you on the show, or the PCU promos I sent you? I posted a couple of them up on the site, but not all of them, because I like to dole out the new stuff rather than just dump it on everybody at once. That way I get an extra update out of it. Sneaky. And Sean says, play the damn promos I sent you. I'll play them throughout the night tonight. I'll tell you what, Sean. I'll play them throughout the night tonight. Mr. Peepers is checking in with his usual confirmed phone numbers. Mobile says, thanks for putting my show on PCU last week. You're welcome, Mobile. Hopefully Mobile can find a better connection so that he can continue to do his program. Pezboy says, I guess I was banned from the Ventrilo for no reason. well, you know, sometimes the people in there abuse their power. I'll talk to VForge and see what I can do, because Pez is a friend of mine, and he hardly says anything. I don't see what he could do to piss people off so that they want to ban him. Anyway, I just woke up. I still got a little bit of morning wood, but I still got to go pee. So I'm going to go do that, and in the meantime, I'm going to play, what shall I play first here? I'm going to play a prank call that I did last week. Or no, this is from like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it's called Shall We Gather at the River? If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that Joe Rosenthal has sung during a call. So that's something to look forward to.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? This is Jill. I'm calling to see if you're still coming for bridge tomorrow.
If I'm still coming for what?
For bridge. You know, after church, all of us girls are getting together, and we're going to have a bridge tea social, and you're invited. You know, maybe Agnes forgot to tell you.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know.
You remember me. This is Mrs. Rosenthal. I'm the lady with the throat cancer. You can't miss me.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Akazamga Church?
Exactly. See, you do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So are you coming on down for bridge after church or no?
Yeah. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to go to church or not. I got a sore foot.
You got... Oh, well, we were going to send Agnes by with you, and she's going to be with Greta. And, you know, Greta's in the wheelchair. So, while Greta's in the car, she's not using the chair, so we'll just use it to bring you out.
Yeah.
You know, you need to get out of the house. You're in there all the time, all cooped up. You need to get out and have some fun with the girls.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? We're going to have...
What time is that?
Well, the service ends at 11, I believe.
Yeah.
And then, me and Agnes are going to pick everybody up. If you can't make it to church, we'll pick you up at your house. Or if you want, we could pick you up and bring you to church with us if you want to. If you want to get up early and come with us, because we stay for the long mass.
Yeah.
So we'll
what is it we're going to do now?
Well, we're going to be playing bridge. You know how to play, right? You remember?
Bridge?
Yes.
I don't think I ever played bridge.
That's okay. Agnes will teach you. She's an old hand at it. And, yes. I'm going to be making my famous green tea, you know, with the hemp. I'll be making my special hemp tea. And, Greta is bringing water biscuits.
Yeah.
Her homemade water biscuits. I love those water biscuits.
Yeah.
They're one of the reasons
I hadn't eaten in a long time.
What was that?
I guess they were pretty good, best I remember.
There you go, see. So,
who all's gonna be there, do you know?
Well, me and Agnes are gonna come get you, and Greta will be there, and Myrtle, and Mary Hoover, and Mr. Dong is gonna be there. You know, Long Dong, he's gonna be there. And also, Mr. O'Rourke, he'll be there. And, Linda, I forget her last name. Linda Coombs, she'll be there. We're going to gather in the rectory, and it'll be a little social, because as you can hear, I have the throat cancer. And I feel well now, but they tell me I'm not going to live past Christmas.
Yeah. Well.
You know what I say to that? I got a lot more life left.
No one but the Lord knows.
I got a lot more life left in me. I wouldn't bet against me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you too. You got a lot of life left in you. You're a spry young bird compared to me.
Well, you sound pretty spry.
Well, I look spry. My voice isn't so good.
Yeah.
They won't let me sing in choir anymore because I throw everybody else off key.
Oh. Yeah.
Shall we gather at the river, the beautiful, the river. Oh, I'm sorry. I just miss singing in choir so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll stop by. You want us to give you a call before we stop over?
Well, call me to see if I'm going to go, 'cause I don't know whether I'll be able to go or not.
Okay, maybe you'll feel better next time.
What, is the church here in Holdenville?
Yes. Of course.
Huh?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to come tomorrow, maybe next week, or who knows, maybe sometime we'll all drop in and see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all come over and have a slumber party or something.
Yeah. All righty.
Okay, well, it was nice.
Thank you for calling.
No problem. Have a good night, dear.
Yeah, and you too.
Bye-bye.
And we're back. And apparently me mentioning morning wood, or perhaps I should say pitching a Christmas tree, everybody's talking about boners in the chat room. Sean Ward says, any teenage girls in here? Next time you're in class, look around and imagine that at least one, probably several of the boys have big raging hard-ons right there, right then. Everybody thinks it's like a teenage thing, but it happens to adults too. Sometimes Mr. Happy just wants to wake up and peek out. There's nothing you can do about it. It happens to me a lot when I'm tired. Like if I'm sitting someplace boring and I'm like so tired that I'm about to nod off, I'll find that that's like usually the time when I start to get a boner. Then I'm afraid to stand up. Anyway, Brandon has sent us a phone card for us to use tonight, so thank you, Brandon. Brandon is Santa Claus for tonight. He gave us a phone card. Also, Too Tall says, I got a kid who won't let go of this girl, and he's obsessed with her. And since I fucked her, he wants to kill himself. Now, why am I going to go and pick on a guy who already wants to kill himself because he's hung up on a girl? The most stupid reason in the world to ever kill yourself. And Ryan is also donating a phone card. So we have 2 phone cards that we can use tonight. Cool. That means that we can do 3-way calls. I can call somebody and get them on the line and then call somebody else. Clemson Dude is giving me a phone number without giving me any kind of info about it, so I wouldn't count on me calling that one, Clemson Dude, unless you got some kind of info about it to go along with that number. And let's see what names we have here. Hopefully we have some Christmas-themed names for us to call, since this is our last program before the new year. We've got Maxine Prance, Evelyn Cranker, George Chiga, Anton Pranky, Chuck Prank, Dayuna Prank, Earl Prank, Irvin and Elizabeth Prank, Herman Prank, Leroy Prank, Bad Leroy Prank. Lillian Prank, Omar Prank, Otto Prank, Raymond Prank, Janelle and Sean Reaper, Jerome Reaper, Lola Reaper, a bunch of different Reapers here, Claudio Nappy, Constance Nappy, Felice Nappy, a lot of different Nappies, Archibald Pindar, that's a clever one, Schuyler Pindar, Vernon Pindar, oh those are definitely old people, names like Vernon and Schuyler, Mavalil Chaco, Alfredo Chaco, Gwen Elf, Jacqueline Elf, Marion Tom Blitzen, Bernie Donner, Betsab Donner. We can call the reindeers tonight. Amari Dasher, Darwin Dasher, Cornell Dasher, Diahana Dasher, Nancy Prance, Nancy Prance, fancy pens. Buck, Marcella, and Dewey Prance. Must be one of those 3-way marriages. Aletha Prance, Buffy Vixen, Veronica Comet, Abbott Cupid, Ernest Cupid. Well, so we can call up some of the reindeers. There's only supposed to be 8 reindeers, but there's many more here. Some more Crankers, Crankies, some more Jiggas. There's a ton of fucking names here, man. Holy shit, Mr. Peepers has called more people confirming numbers than I'll end up calling tonight. God bless you, Mr. Peepers. Clemson Dude says, call him and tell him you can hear his radios on your TV set. He's a ham radio operator. So am I, in sort of a way. We have some exciting news. One of our own, Sean Ward, is there's a media blitz going on for Sean Ward right now, and he's going to be on TV tomorrow. If you're the type of person who lives in Canada, he's going to be on a TV show at noon tomorrow, depending on your area, and he can give you more info from the chat room. I'm not exactly sure of all the info, but it would be great if somebody could capture that and send it to Sean so that he can post it and we can all look at it, because I don't get Canadian TV, but I'd love to see it. If you want to give us instant feedback about the program, I forgot to give out the AIM name. The AIM is PCU Live, the letter P, the letter C, the letter U, L-I-V-E, and that's how you send us instant feedback about the program here. And if you remember, let's separate prank call numbers and the instant feedback, because when I go to the phones, I'm going to use the chat room for the numbers. So that's where you're going to want to give me that sort of stuff. But not only is Sean Ward going to be on TV tomorrow, but he had a recent appearance on the CBC radio network, or the radio show Metro Morning, which I guess our equivalent in the United States would be like All Things Considered on the NPR or something like that. But I'll be playing that bit also later on in the program. And I also ordered issue number 4 of the Sean Ward Electric's Comic Freakout, and everybody else ought to go to SeanWard.net and order yourself a copy of the Electric Comics Freakout number 4. And then head on over to KDK Prank Calls and make a donation for me as a Christmas present. That's what you tell your parents you want for Christmas. You wanna subscribe to KDKPrankCalls.com. Anyway, the phone is on the hook, and I got some business I need to take care of. Honey, let me throw something at him. What can I throw at him? Oh, I got a water pistol here. I just squirt him with a water pistol. That will come up. Honey, you got to work tonight, and you're supposed to get a ride in. So you got to call Steve or something? So you should probably get up and do that. And that would be great. Anyway. I haven't drunk anything yet, but I just don't feel like driving. And we have an agreement that Dave doesn't have to leave the house to drive Keith to work on Saturdays. I get a day off. Anyway, the phone is over there. So you should go ahead and make your call so that I can go ahead and start making mine, right? Right? Anyway, while Keith is making his call so that we can free up the phone and start having some fun with people in this joyous holiday season.
The major record labels say that downloading their music from the internet is stealing. But according to these people, making a mixtape for your friend is stealing too. So is making a tape of a radio show. When a rock band plays an AC/DC cover at a bar that doesn't pay ASCAP, that's stealing. When an MC rhymes over a sampled beat, that's stealing. Have you ever sung Happy Birthday to your friend at a restaurant? Watch out, Happy Birthday is copyrighted, so if you're singing in a public place, you'd better be paying royalties, or you'll be stealing music. Does all this stuff about stealing music sound absurd? Would you rather have a world where our music culture wasn't the intellectual property of 5 corporations? And stop giving them your money. Don't pay for major label music, and make sure your friends and family don't either. Even better, burn them CDs of the music they like, so they won't even want to buy it. If we pull the plug on the major labels, music gets better.
And I'm back. And that's right, everybody. Take a cue from me. I haven't bought a major label CD in at least, 7-8 years. I refuse to buy major label music, number 1, because it's so easy to find online. Number 2, because how many times have you bought a CD and only 2 songs on it turn out to be any good? And number 3, I'm sick of these evil corporations. Oofa! If you really want to support a band, download their music and then go to their website and order yourself a t-shirt, because they'll make more money off that goddamn t-shirt than they will from you buying the album. They're lucky if they make over 75 cents for every $19 CD that they sell. So, anyway, let's go back to the chat room and see what people are saying. Mobile says, you tell him. Monkey Phone Matt says that Mark wants to do a call with us tonight, and he's sending us the phone number for Delaware Pooper Scooper Incorporated and Chris Kringle. Let me know if Chris Kringle is confirmed, but I can tell you Delaware Pooper Scooper is... I'm not going to get an answer. Nobody's going to be there right now. Looks like Keith made his call and wasn't able to get a hold of anybody, so I'm going to end up getting stuck having to drive him to work very shortly. Lovely. Honey? It would be a great Christmas present if you would walk. No, I'm not going to let you walk. I'll give you a ride. I'll put together a little playlist of lawn stuff, and it'll only take me about 15 minutes. You sucks. The same here. It's been forever since I bought a CD. Well, good for you. I tend to buy CDs that are from independent labels because, number one, they're hard to find online, and number two, they're usually better. It's usually better music. I special order stuff, you know, stuff that's so fucking rare that I can't find it anywhere that I have to order it special. That's what I pay for. Monkey Phone Masters, you can't confirm Chris Kringle, so forget it. Well, good. You saved me the trouble of getting a bum number. Anyway, I'm going to try a local random number. Actually, no, I'm not. Give me my Rolodex. I'm going to prank my dad. Because I haven't pranked my dad yet. And he's very funny on the air. And I had a good idea. So let me find my father's phone number. Where the hell is my father's number? It's pretty sad I don't know my father's phone number off the top of my head. But I don't. So let's...
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? This is Mrs. Rosenthal. I live behind you on Biggs. How are you doing, dear? I'm the lady with the lung cancer.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I'm calling because that awful stench that emanates from your backyard. I don't know how you do things over there, but I don't think you have any right to stink up the whole neighborhood with dog shit.
Nice.
Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Chad.
Chad?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Chad?
I don't know.
Oh, I dialed the wrong fucking number.
Maybe.
I'm trying to be pranking somebody else. I'm pranking the wrong person. So how you doing, Chad?
Yeah, I'm alright.
You remember me?
Who is this?
This is Dave.
Dave who?
I can't say my last name because I'm on internet radio. But I was a friend of Kevin and his fag hag Melissa. You dated Melissa for a little while.
Did you live down in, Oh, okay, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just trying to call my dad, and you just happened to be, like, right before him in my Rolodex. And I dialed the wrong number.
Nice.
So, it's not you, it's my dad that actually stinks up the neighborhood with the smell of dog shit.
Nice.
Well, I'm sorry to bother you.
No problem, man.
Have a happy holiday.
Bye.
Peace out. And that was my old friend Chad that I haven't spoken to in forever. He was dating Kevin's fag hag Melissa. Actually, I remember the first night I met Chad was probably like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago today, and I was in a chat room online looking for a hookup, and I met Kevin, and Kevin was over at Chad's house, and I showed up there, and they were both like drunk on Boone's farm, and there was just everybody partying in Chad's basement. It was a fun time. Good times, good times. Conaway says, where are all the prank calls? And whenever people bother me about making prank calls, maybe you're new about here, you don't know. But whenever people bother me about making prank calls, I force you to listen to stuff like this.
Passing through the snow, in one horse opens way. All those years we go, nothing on our way. Bells are carolling, making spirits fine. Or what is alright, gymnastics song for life.
I'm not even sure what she said there.
Bells are carolling, making spirits fine. What fun it's alright, gymnastics song for life.
What fun is to write, sing song tonight. Something like that. Anyway, let's try my dad for real this time.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
See, that's what happens every time I try to call my father. A voicemail box that hasn't been set up yet because he doesn't answer the phone, and he can't leave a message because he can't figure out how to set up his voicemail box. Anyway, Conaway, you've been warned and blocked for being a dick. So let me go see if you're in the chat room so I can ban you from there. No, I don't see him in there. Oh, let's up venison, just for the hell of it. Let me know whenever you're ready to go, okay? Okay. I tried to call my father. I couldn't. Should we call my sister? What? Can I call Doug? Would he know Joe? It sounds like nails on a chalkboard, says Neo, about my impression of Wing, apparently. Who am I talking to? What's your name? I'll say my name is, Big Joe. Ooh, because he's Big Billy, I'm gonna be Big Joe. Please don't ask me to type to you, like, while I'm doing the program, because it's sort of distracting, and people don't want to hear me typing, they want to hear me talking to people. Moville says, maybe it will help my show with the connection. Can you call the RIAA and complain about my college saying that your son just came back from school and he pirated a bunch of rap music? Rap music is probably the most pirated of all music because everybody knows that there ain't a goddamn rap CD out there worth $1. Sup, KDK, there's a guy who goes to Boston University that's the best pianist. He's a pianist. He can cut a picture out of his girlfriend's head and put it on a hot girl's body. He masturbates to the picture, and his girl is blind in one eye, so they call her Blinky. Now, that's not right. There's a couple Blinks listening tonight. We don't want to offend the Blinks. Sean Ward says, don't let Keith sabotage the show. Make him take a cab. Sorry, Sean, you ain't gonna find a cab out here. Somebody might just show up with a reindeer and a sled first. Let me see who I want to call. I want to do some warm-up calls. And complain about the smell of dog shit coming from his yard. I want to use that premise, even though I can't get a hold of my dad, who really does have a very strong stench of dog shit coming from his backyard. See, when people ask my dad, was he raised on a farm? Well, he was. So for him, it's not a big deal to just put the dog outside and let it shit in one corner of the yard like every single day and just leave it there until the rain washes it away. And the whole backyard stinks like decomposing dog shit. And he's old and he's retired. You'd figure he would have more time to like keep the house like neat and tidy, but instead he's letting it all go to hell. It almost looks like an abandoned house with like overgrown trees and yards and weeds and shit. What? You look like you're going to say something. Okay, I'm going to call up... I'm going to... Not now. I got a half hour.
Hi, Bruce, Jeff, and Nancy. We're on hold right now to take your call, but if you leave a message, we'll get back to you. Thanks.
Hello, Jeff and Nancy. This is Mrs. Rosenthal. I live in number 27, and I'm calling about that god-awful stench that emanates from your yard. I have no idea what you're doing over there, composting or collecting dog shit, whatever the fuck it is you're doing over there. But it's disgusting. And when this strong wind blows, everybody in the neighborhood gets a whiff of it, and it lowers the property values properly because anytime somebody comes and looks at a house when we're trying to sell, all the smell is your rotten shit coming from over there. So I'm considering a lawsuit. So pick up the phone. Well, that's it. I'm going to call my lawyer in the morning. I'm trying to sell this place, and I can't because everybody remarks when they come over, what is that god-awful smell? And I have to say, well, that's just the way they are.
I'm going to end that one abruptly because I was losing the voice on that one. Anyway... Can you go get me a pair of socks and my shoes, and I'll put them on while I talk to people. While I get ready to go drive you to work. Well, you guys can go busy yourselves by entering the chat room while you wait for me. You can go hang out with everybody else that's in there. Let's see how many people are in there. There's 34 people in the chat room, so there's plenty of people to go talk to. Pezboy is instructing somebody to buy a KDK hoodie and a KDK thong. We don't have any KDK thongs, but we have a thong that says Dick Power on it, because, it's just for the ladies to show their appreciation for the cock. Dick Power. Or, pardon me while I put... Yeah, or if you're really gay, you can buy it for yourself. And all your nut hair will poke out from the sides of the thong, and that'll be attractive. Pardon me while I put on my shoes here. And, you think I have time to stop by Blockbuster and get some new movies? If I'm gone too long, everybody will have a hissy fit. That bastard went to Blockbuster while we're here waiting.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Hello? 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 You took something. Hello? You took something of mine. Hello? Hello? Who is this? This is Jessica. Who? Jessica from down the street. Down the street? Yeah. Like 4 houses down. Who are you calling? I'm calling you. Well, who am I? You're Bertha Booty or whatever. And you Jessica who from down the street? I'm Jessica Hyman. I don't even know who you are, honey. Well, what do you want? You took something of mine. You know what is your problem? Who are you? I am Jessica Hyman. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't have to tell me at all. You called here. What in the fuck do you want? You took the angel statue outside of my fucking... What? You know the angel statue I had? Who are you? An eagle statue? What are you talking about? There was an angel statue on my steps. Okay, good for you. There was an eagle statue on your steps. I got one on my house. What, are you deaf? What in the piss do you want, little girl? You took my angel statue. Honey, I never took nothing in my life. Don't lie to me. I ain't about to take nobody's statue. I don't even have an eagle statue. What are you talking about? You took it. Where the shit is it? What? Where is it if I took it? It's at your place. It's at my place? I don't have an eagle statue. Yeah, you do. Michael, we have an eagle statue, honey? Where is it, honey? If I have it, where is it? I don't know. Maybe it's up your ass. I don't know. Maybe it's up your fucking ass, not mine. Don't bother me no more.
She was funny.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing, dear? This is Mrs. Rosenthal, and I'm looking for Mr. or Mrs. Campbell. I'm sorry about my voice. I've been going through some throat cancer. Is this Stephanie?
No, it's Amanda.
Is Stephanie home?
No, she isn't. Can I take a message?
You know what? Can you put your mouth on for me?
She's sleeping.
And your dad's not around?
No.
Where is he? He out at the club or something?
No, he's sleeping too.
It's very important.
Okay, then hold on.
I'm not sure how long I have with the whole throat cancer and everything.
Okay, then hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? You sound very perky for someone who was just asleep. It's me, it's Jill. And I wanted to call and... Are you there?
Yeah.
I wanted to call because I know you're having some problems with your daughter. Not the one that I just spoke to, but the other one. And I know about her reputation around town because of my grandchildren. They come back and they, you know how they talk. You know how kids talk. So I just wanted to give you a heads up and tell you that you might want to tighten the reins a little. I'm sorry, this lung cancer is going to be the death of me.
Who is this?
My name is Mrs. Rosenthal. You can call me Jill. I was Edgar's wife for 67 years until he passed away several years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I guess you could say I'm a lonely old busybody. I've heard people say that about me. I'm a lonely old busybody. And I like to give advice when I see, because I'm older and I'm wiser and I still got some wisdom left in this old dried up husk.
And who told you I'm having trouble with my daughter?
Well, my grandson Zachary goes to school with her apparently, and he says that she has a bad reputation, and the guys say bad things about her because some of the things that she's done, and apparently there's some photographs, and there was some shenanigans going on webcam or something.
Daughters?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I think I need to take a hit of oxygen. Can you hang for a second? Oh.
you on the phone?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, are you on the phone? I was going to make a call.
I'm on the phone. I'm talking with Mrs. Campbell.
Well, that's fine. Just don't take too terribly long. Who are you talking to?
It's Mrs. Campbell. We're talking about Stephanie. Remember I told you about Stephanie?
Oh, yeah, she's a rough... That's just not good.
What'd you say?
She's a rough. That's just not good.
She's a rough?
Yeah,
That's not nice. Get off the phone right now. Get off the phone.
She's terrible.
This is my phone. You get off.
This is a bunch of bullshit.
Well, at least my daughter's not out.
Yeah, okay.
Sleeping with all the men.
Mhm.
Like a dirty little lassie.
Mhm.
Like a bitch in the heat.
Mhm.
Well, you won't be going when she's pregnant with a black baby, you know.
Yeah, right.
Black babies.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, you have a happy Halloween.
Fuck you.
Okay, you too.
And we're back. And that didn't take so long, did it? And now that I don't have to worry about driving, now I can drink. So I'm going to go over there and see if I can reach my beer. See if my cord will reach. If I stretch. Got it. There's so much alcohol in the house tonight because originally I was planning on playing shot glass chess with Keith tonight. So I went and I bought all kinds of different liquor. And we were going to, fill up the shot glasses on the chessboard. And he has never played chess before, so I was going to get him drunk on the air. But he decided he wanted to go to work tonight, and I'm not going to complain because around this time of year we sure could use the money after blowing so much money on gifts. Let me set my levels here a little better. About how I hate getting gift certificates for Christmas because it shows that somebody put so little thought and effort into your gift. And I was saying that I didn't want to know what I was going to get from Keith for Christmas, and I wanted him to be able to go to the store and know me well enough that he can pick something out that I would enjoy. And guess what? He couldn't. So I had to go to the store with him and pick out what I wanted for Christmas. And it was really easy. He could have easily figured it out on his own. But for this year for Christmas, that's why it's hard for me to get excited about the holidays, because I always know what I'm going to get, and it's not very exciting. But at least I get to pick out something I know I'll like. This year, I got a recordable DVD player. Sort of like a VCR, only it records with DVDs. So, yay. Last year for Christmas, I got a DVD burner. This year, I got the DVD recorder. So I can timer record my programs on DVD. Yeah. And when there's cool stuff I like, I can copy it from one DVD to another and save, like, compilation DVDs of my favorite TV shows. So that'll be cool. Maybe I'll start watching TV again, because I hardly watch TV anymore. It's very hot in here. Oof. Maybe because I just came in from the cold and I'm realizing how hot it is in here. I gotta go turn the fucking heat down. My chestnuts are roasting. I don't know if there's going to be a 404 Not Found, because Rebel is trekking back to the motherland. He's not with us tonight. He's not able to be co-host for 404 Not Found tonight. So does Ted have the grapes to go out and do it by himself? Everyone pressure Ted into doing a show tonight, because I want something to listen to after I go up there. And I also got myself a No Fear here, a Sobe No Fear Super Energy Supplement, so that I can get my energy up to counteract the depressing effects of alcohol.
Hello?
Hello, I need to talk to Shiler. Tell him it's Ed.
Hello?
Shiler, how are you doing?
Good.
This is Ed from the Yahoo chat rooms. And I don't like what you were saying about the muon generator and everything, how you're trying to take credit for all the work that we did back in the 50s. You know, I worked on that project as well.
Who is it?
This is Ed. You remember Ed Rosenthal. I worked with you down at Los Alamos on the muon. And now you're going all over the internet saying it was all you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one that screwed up the schematics and exposed us all to dangerous levels of radiation.
Who is this?
You're the reason why my teeth fell out. Shiler, Mr. Pindar. I'll call you Pindar because that's your alias. Did you know that Pindar was a homosexual poet from the Renaissance era?
Who am I talking to here?
This is Ed Rosenthal. You didn't think I would hear you in the Yahoo chat rooms, but I heard you talking all that crap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the Yahoo chat room. You use Yahoo chat rooms?
No, I certainly don't.
Yes, you do, and your name is Pindar_1.
Yeah, goodbye.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's too fucking hot in here. I'm sweating and my armpit smell. Pardon me for a second. I'm gonna get naked. It's a good thing we don't have a webcam. It's a good thing we don't have a webcam, because ain't nobody want to see me naked. But that's right, listen to KDK. Everybody listen naked. Everybody else out there, get naked in front of your computer and listen along. Let's all listen naked tonight. It'll be a Christmas tradition. We'll do it every year. Shadow says he's getting naked now. Yeah, that's right. Everybody getting naked with me. So I'm not the only one sitting here with my balls hanging out in front of the computer. And our curtains are very flimsy, so if the neighbors walk by, they're going to see me sitting here naked in front of my computer and think I'm masturbating. They'll think I'm doing like a voice chat jerk off or something. You know what's fucked up is if a neighbor walks by here and peers in through my curtains and sees me naked, they can call and get me arrested because they were peeping in my window and were able to see me naked. I can get arrested for indecent exposure because they're choosing to spy on me. But that's okay. Oof. Sean Ward says, play the call I emailed you. You know what? Maybe we'll give Sean Ward a call. There's a heads up, Sean. I'll give you a minute so that you hear it on the delay, because I know Sean has to log off to make a phone call, or to receive a phone call, because he's on dial-up, because he's a poor, starving artist. So I'll sit here and drink beer for a minute, and then I'll call up Sean Ward. And when I hang up with Sean Ward, then we'll play his new prank call that he's assuring me is killer. I haven't heard it yet, so if it sucks, I'm going to pick on it totally. I'm going to rip it apart and make it cry. Don't tell anyone you're doing it, then put on a promo or two of mine into your away playlist. Oof. Let's listen to those Sean Ward promos that he's talking about, because he got some promos for PCU that we can play on the air here.
Yo, I just got prank called by KDDS, the Lunatic Fringe.
Good enough. It's that you're listening live to PCU, Prank Call Underground Radio.
Alright. You're listening live to PCU Underground Radio.
Yeah, that's right. Prank Call Underground Radio.
PCU Underground Radio?
And tell them how you feel.
Alright, yo. I just got prank called by PCU Lunatic Underground Fringe, man. So.
Yeah. But tell them how you feel. You feel good?
Yo.
Tell them you feel good.
I don't know, man. I just feel like, I just got punked.
Uh-oh, the phone is ringing.
No, ain't nobody got punked. It's all fun. We're all having a laugh.
Alright. Yo, it's all good, man. All good.
But tell them you feel good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, word up.
Oop.
What's that?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Hey.
Hi.
No.
Hey.
No. Hey.
Hey.
There you go. Gay guys are the ones that are most embarrassed to do it. I go into Ventrilo and all sorts of straight guys will do it. No problem.
It's like going up to a black guy and asking him, hey, why don't you do a tap dance for me?
Yeah, but we're both, I'm bi and you're gay, so it's not like I'm not going to be offended by it, right?
No, I'm not going to be offended, but it still is a little that way.
Yeah.
It's like, here. Yeah.
Have some chicken and dance for me.
Yeah.
Break dance. Here's a piece of cardboard on the ground and...
No, I mean like tap dancing, like...
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Warwick Rockface says, I'm going to send you a call that Mark did. This is Matt, by the way. Nope, don't send it. I won't accept it. I don't accept transfers during the program. That's something you need to do before the program. Wow, and he answered me right away, so the delay must be pretty good tonight.
Were you serious about wanting to play chess over the radio?
What?
Were you serious about wanting to play chess?
You want to play chess with me?
No. I don't even know how to play chess.
I think it would be fun. I think it's one of those things that sounds stupid, but I could make interesting, sort of like putting an Easter basket together. If somebody wants to play chess, IM me at PCU Live and let me know. The only problem we have is I haven't played chess since I was like 15 or 16 years old, except for like computer chess. And I forget exactly how to lay out the pieces. But if you remind me how to lay out the pieces, and we can get on and... But I want to do it with somebody who's also drinking. Preferably if I could talk to you on the phone, that would be even better so we could hear you getting progressively more drunk. That'd probably be a really boring show, wouldn't it?
That's why I wondered if you were kidding or not.
I think it would be interesting.
Really?
Yeah. We put like a really short time limit on thinking about the moves. Like, give us only like 30 seconds. You know? So we can't take too long, like, thinking of moves. And imagine 16 shots. Imagine how fucked up I would be after drinking. Well, of course, you're not going to clear the board of every piece, but imagine how drunk I would be after, like, having like 10 shots. Like, within a half hour.
I could never even learn chess because I got so bored with it.
That's ironic that you say something bores you.
Why?
You always sound so bored and disinterested as it is. Do you feel like making a prank call tonight?
Yes, I do.
Hello? Hello? Hope you're bringing the kids around this year. What? I hope you're bringing the kids around. Who's this? You know who this is. No, I don't. You know your mother calling. Beg your pardon? I said it's your mother. I hope you're coming for Christmas with the kids. I think you got the wrong number. No, I think you're avoiding me. And I think that you need to come this year, because I don't know if I'll be around another year. Or I'll have tubes in me. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for Rachel and Ted. That's the wrong number. No. What number did you dial? Look, you gotta come this year. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be around next year. Sorry, you got the wrong number. There's no reason. You gotta bring the kids, because I want to see the kids. Okay. Okay.
Oh, man. I smell so bad right now because it's so hot in here. I'm not even, like, leaning into my armpits and I can smell them. My arms aren't even raised and I can smell them. I smelled like Kevin. Ugh. I didn't realize it was so fucking hot in here. I was fine before, and then I go outside, and it's like 20 degrees outside, and I come back, and I'm like sweating like a pig. Okay, let's see who else we can call. We got, let's see.
Hello?
Hello. I'm calling to wish you a happy holiday, and I was wondering if you wanted to help us bring Jesus back into Christmas by speaking to your neighbors or caroling. Would you like to pledge to caroling? Who's this? This is Greg. Greg, I'm with Guiding Light Ministries. And I was calling to remind you to bring Jesus back into your holiday.
Jesus is in my holiday already. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
You listened for a second at the end there. Jesus is the reason for the season.
reached 350, the missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Elder Chappelle and Elder Martineau. We're not in to take your phone call right now, so if you could please leave your name, number, and a brief message, we'd get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.
Hey guys, how's it going? I thought we would maybe hang out at the club next week. Give me a call back. Alright? Okay, see ya.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that all these Mormons tend to be very effeminate, and they all set off my gaydar.
Yeah.
They all seem to be very gay.
Is
that allowed in the Mormon religion?
No, you can't be gay. Adamantly. Actually, they say that they have a thing called blood atonement, where you're actually supposed to, I think you're supposed to kill somebody, or it's all right to, if they're gay, or if there's somebody in your church and you know they're gay.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mormons think it's okay to kill a gay person?
Yeah.
Wow. I used to think the Mormon church was kind of cool because they allow you to have multiple wives and stuff.
No, they're very warped. They're weird. I grew up completely, almost, like I was very heavy Mormon in Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Just right by Utah, which is like Mormon Central.
No wonder you're so repressed.
No, because the Mormons that go on missions, they're called missionaries. But
yeah.
When they're going door to door trying to sell people on Mormonism, a lot of times they say that is the gay ones do that because they, the ones that are ready to get married and whatever, I guess, do that and set up shop and all that.
Oh yeah.
And all the repressed gay ones that can't be gay but are gay.
Were you here the night that the bum was like passed out in the courtyard?
I don't know. I was here when you had some crazy neighbor come to the door, or some neighbor you said looked like Charlie Manson or something.
No, he's not a Mormon.
No,
he's just Crazy Dave. He's the guy who's so crazy that he keeps a log of when his neighbors use the water.
When his neighbors use the water?
He keeps a logbook of when the water goes on, how long it's on, and when it goes off. And he also, he confronted my next door neighbor because she has a son. She's a single woman living in the apartment with her son. And he confronted her because she told her son that he's not allowed to talk to her because he's fucking crazy. And he told her that he was going to call the authorities because she won't let her son talk to him. Apparently the police will come down and force her to let her son talk to him.
Why does he care?
I don't know. He's probably just offended.
Yeah.
She probably said the same thing about us. She probably said he's not allowed to talk to the gay guys. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. When if a parent wouldn't want me talking to their kids, why would I want to talk to their kid?
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I'm going to let you go because I was on the way to calling Sean Ward when you called.
Sure.
So, okay, peace out, bro.
Bye. I may call back or something.
Okay, I'll talk to you later then.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay. Now, hopefully Sean Ward's not all pissed off because I said I was going to call in a minute and I still haven't called. So let me go back to the chat room and get Sean's number. Actually, I'm going to need the phone card, too. Let's bring that up first. Thanks again, Brandon, for the phone card.
Hello?
Hey.
What up?
Is this the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
Yes.
How are you doing, girlfriend?
I'd be doing better if it wasn't for the fact that my kids were bothering me about their Christmas presents, forgetting the true meaning of the season.
Yeah.
And Jesus is the reason.
Do the Mormons have something equivalent to Christmas?
My kids fucking telling me they want Xbox, and Xbox, that's like got an X in it, and the X is like the cross, and Jesus was nailed to the cross, and my kids are heathens.
So I guess they can't do math either because there's a plus sign in there.
No, they don't do that shit. They want to add, they have to do it with rocks.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
How the hell are you getting so much play and getting on radio and TV and shit lately?
I'm famous.
You're famous now?
Yeah, I've always been famous. I was just famous on an underground level, and now it's starting to blow up in the mainstream.
That's awesome. You know what really sucks about KDK is that can never happen with me.
Why?
Because I have to remain anonymous.
Why?
Because I don't want to get arrested.
Well, what do you do?
Well, getting arrested I wouldn't mind, but they would probably force me to take down the site, and that would suck.
But why couldn't you? But what if you got popular as KDK and not as your real name? Nobody would know.
Yeah, but if I were on TV and people are looking at me...
Well, we'll come up with a little funny costume with a mask.
Then they can pick me out of a lineup. I was thinking of doing
that. But the Jerky Boys fucking had a movie, and you're worried about going on a goddamn...
But they had the money. They had a major record label that was paying the people after they pranked them for the rights to use the pranks.
Ah.
I can't do that. I use everybody's voices and pranks without permission.
Well, if you want to be, if you want to have renown and fame for what you're doing, I say go for it and worry about it after.
Yeah, getting arrested would probably be good publicity.
What's that?
Getting arrested would probably be good publicity.
It'd be excellent publicity.
You're
a legend.
I was thinking
not that you're not a legend already.
I was thinking about coming up with like something that I could do, like if I ever had to to put more pictures up on the site. Or to appear in public, something to obscure my face so people couldn't pick me out of a lineup. And I was thinking of maybe like either like a Phantom of the Opera type of thing, or like a wrestler kind of thing.
Yeah, you can go either way.
And get like a wrestler.
I think you're worrying about it too much. I think you should just run it. So if you want to get famous and make a career out of your show, then just go for it and worry about it after the fact.
I don't want to make a career out of the show. I want to just make some money off the site. I want to stop working for a living. I want to live off of banner ads on the sites or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't like work.
But at the top it says no ads, you're welcome. You have no problem taking that down.
For now. Yeah. Eventually that's going to come down and it'll say, sup a biatch.
Well, you got enough fucking visitors every day that you ought to be able to get some advertising or something.
The amount of money that I would get at this point wouldn't be enough to make it worth the hassle for everybody who goes. You know what I mean?
I see.
So, like, for example, yesterday we got like 15,000 hits, but once we get up to like 50,000, then we're at a point where we'll make some decent money, I guess.
Yeah, rock on.
I don't even know like how many hits you have to have to like make some decent money.
Well, I have no idea. I've never been interested in internet advertising or selling ad space or whatever. If I go to a site and it takes more than a few seconds to load the page because it's so loaded with ads and stuff, I just click stop and then hit back.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Drives me nuts. I can't stand when it's like it's one thing if it's a later page. That's bad enough. But you go and it's like, you type in whatever.com and the first thing you're greeted by is a page that's like heavy as shit with all these ads, plus all these pop-ups trying to come up. It's like, who goes to this? Why are these people getting away with this? Especially for like a lot of the major newspapers, like their sites. They're so loaded with ads, they take like an hour and a half to load damn near. It's like, who's waiting for this?
You know what I hate? I hate the sneaky ads that aren't stopped by pop-up blockers. Like if you go to ebombsworld.com, they have a fucking ad that scrolls across the screen and stops in the center of the screen, and you can't even read shit on the site because it's
I know. I was there the other day. I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I saw it the other day.
I don't understand why that site is so popular, because they update with like 3 different things every week, and they're usually stupid, and none of it's original content.
I don't know, man. You never can tell about these things.
And it's very sloppy looking
site. Positioning.
And one thing that they do to to fake extra hits is if you click on something to look at it, you have to go through like 5 different pages to actually get to the file you want. And that's just like a shenanigan way they have of getting more hits, like bogus hits.
So they're counting hits, not visits, then obviously. They're bragging about how many people they get.
I guess so.
Right. So if one person goes and looks at 8 files while they're there, they're counting that as 8 hits.
Yeah.
Idiots. But E-Bomb, we love E-Bomb. I mean, I've been getting a couple of hits to my site from, I don't even know who would have done it, but somebody apparently mentioned me on the E-Bomb forum, and I've been getting some hits coming from over there. I'm having a bitch of a time. Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, rock on. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got a ton of hits off of
E-Bomb. Is E-Bomb a person, or is E-Bomb just a funny word?
E-Bomb is Eric Bowman.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see. And is he paying his rent off the site now?
Oh yeah, that's like a big corporation site now.
Really?
They're making so many bucks. That site is in the top 1,000 sites on the internet.
Why?
Because it's been around forever, because they have, like, funny videos and...
They got some soundboards, and they got some funny videos and some calls and stuff. I didn't think that it was anything like that stood out that special.
Someday we'll be bigger.
Yeah, fucking right.
I hope so.
I'll be bigger by next year. I'll be too big for...
You have 2 minutes remaining.
Talking shit about the little
This
people.
fucking 30-minute card just said I have 2 minutes left remaining.
Oh, shit.
What kind of...
That's wild.
Because I'm calling Canada.
What's that got to do with it?
They probably...
Most phone cards you get up here, calling Canada or calling the U.S. is the same thing.
Well, with the normal cards I get, it's the same thing, too. But this card that Brandon has, it's... Brandon, don't buy that card anymore. They rip you off.
Brandon, your card is garbage. That's whatever.
You suck says the only thing I like at E-Bombs World is the soundboards, but they haven't updated the soundboards in like 2 years, 3 years or something.
I like the new soundboard on the Matt Damon site on the Matt Damon soundboard. I've been calling people with that left and right, confusing the shit out of them.
E-Bomb has that up?
No, on your site you have it up.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sweet looking soundboard, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it also works good because the voice is clearly enunciated.
Yeah.
And there's enough of a variety of sounds.
You have 1 minute remaining.
The voice isn't clear enough, or there's not enough of a variety of things to have them say.
We only got 1 minute left. Damn it.
Well, shit. Well,
I'm sorry we killed off your card so quick, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Well, this is all right. Just quick before we go, remember, put the promos and the new calls in the playlist.
Yes, I'll
Play
upload
the promos
them to
tonight.
Ted's server tonight.
What's that?
I'll upload them to Ted's server tonight, and hopefully he can come up with some kind of script to randomly insert them into the stream after every couple pranks or something.
That's awesome.
That would be
and
nice.
also, play the new call I emailed you for the kids in lieu of the fact that we're out of time.
Okay. And there you go. They just hung up on us. Perfect timing. Sorry, Sean, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, so I'll say it now. Goodbye, Sean. Thank you for appearing on the program now that you're all famous and everything. Still not too high and mighty to come and appear on our doofy little internet radio program. Anyway, I'm going to play a Sean Ward prank call since we weren't able to make a prank call together. Maybe it's sort of good that we didn't make a prank call because we probably would have gotten cut off halfway through. Anyway, this one that he sent me earlier tonight that he says is incredibly funny is called The Brothers Sato, and I'll listen to it along with you for the first time right now. World premiere prank call from SeanWard.net.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Ernie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ernie, what are you doing?
Who's this?
It's Paul Jesus.
Paul?
Yes, Paul Jesus.
Paul Jesus.
Yeah. What are you saying, B?
Paul DeVray.
What?
There's no Paul Jesus that I know of.
No, this is your brother Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How you been?
Paul.
That's what I'm saying, we're long lost twins.
Oh, okay.
I've been missing for many years, but I'm back.
I
just want to know.
So long, I forgot entirely about you.
Yeah, no, I want to know when we could meet and catch up and make sure things are, we can get the brotherly love happening again. When's good for you? I'm open next week, Wednesday and Tuesday. So take your pick.
Paul?
Yeah, we're gonna go out and we're gonna catch up on old times. You're gonna tell me everything because I miss you, brother.
Paul?
Yeah, Paul Sato is my name, and I'm your long lost brother.
This is not real.
What do you mean this isn't real? What, you think you're dreaming? No, this is Paul. Your long-lost brother.
Apostle Paul.
What?
Apostle Paul?
No, not Apostle Paul. Paul Sato.
I've heard of him.
God damn, listen. I'm your long-lost brother, and we need to meet so I can get caught up on all the goings-on that have been happening in my absence. Now, you listen to me.
Okay.
When are we going to hook up here, bro?
Oh, I don't know.
I have to see you soon and get brotherly hugs. I miss you, Ernie! I love you, Ernie!
You've got me here. I'm sorry I'm making you cry.
No, it's so beautiful. So Ernie, let's get together. We'll smoke some doobs and drink heavily.
Okay, you want to talk to Lloyd?
Yeah, I'll put Lloyd on the phone.
Okay.
Who's Lloyd?
My other
Don't you know that we're triplets?
Yeah, put him on the phone.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Me.
Oh, Lord!
You know, our long lost,
Well, you gonna put him on the phone? He's gonna talk about him all day.
Okay. You want to talk to him?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
Hook it up, B.
Okay, hold on.
I'm kicking Flavor. I'm waiting. Waiting for Lloyd. Hello. Hello, Lloyd. Please, where are you? Come in, Lloyd. I'm on hold, I think.
How's he doing with you?
Good.
Is he young, you think?
Yeah. Ernie, say to him. Ernie! Listen, call the whole thing off and go to hell. Fuck.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
This is Sean Ward speaking, and you're listening to PCU Prank Call Underground Radio.
And how did you get my number?
Made it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're back, and Sean was right. That was a very good call. When Sean started crying, I was dying. That was pretty good. Except you forgot to... You should probably take the name Sato out of there in case... Well, Ernie sounded like he had a good sense of humor, like he wouldn't come after you for prank calling him. Ernie seems like a cool individual. And, I gotta pee. I'm gonna hold off on peeing for a moment here. If anybody else would like to call into the program... I have in front of me the Rolodex with the with Keith's relatives, so we might want to call and say hello to Keith's relatives tonight because I think that would be funny. I don't think they know about the prank call thing except for his cousin. I already said I had to pee, and yet I continue to drink beer. That's okay because I've been on the air for an hour and a half, and I've only had 2 beers so far. And Saturday's supposed to be the night that I get to drink. Fur is murder, says Chill Sonic. Well, so is eating. Even if you're a vegetarian, you're murdering a plant. Plant rights.
Do you even listen to yourself when you talk?
I drift in and out.
Oof. Sorry about that. I sort of sandbagged you with that one. Anyway, let's see what people are saying in the chat room. Mr. Peepers continues to send more more numbers. He's got the phone number for Long Dong. I'm going to call up Long Dong and wish him a Happy New Year. Or a Merry Christmas. What is it in Vietnam? The Year of the Rat or something? The Year of the Squirrel.
Hello.
Hey. This is Maurice. How you doing, Long? Oh, man. Oh, he didn't even yell at me or nothing. That's sort of anticlimactic. I'm going to call him back. I at least got to get, like, some kind of monosyllabic grunt out of him. Oh, now he's not going to answer? You suck says maybe we pissed him off one too much.
At the moment, please leave your name, your phone number after tone. Thank you for calling. Xin quý vị để lại lời nhắn và số phone, chúng tôi sẽ gọi lại sau. Cảm ơn.
Hey, I don't know why you're hanging up on me. This is just Maurice, and I'm calling to see if you wanted to come and party with us at the New Year's Eve party. Everybody here in the complex, we're getting together, and we're having a party. Woo! And Jill is going to be making her famous water biscuits, and Loretta, she's making confetti. And we're going to ring in the new year in style. We're going to be playing shot glass chess.
Oh, that's a very brief message. I'm so disappointed. I'm heartbroken. Long doesn't want to play anymore. I was starting to think maybe Long was enjoying it, the way he always answered the phone and he always had a good yell for us. I thought maybe he enjoyed it as much as we did. You know, sometimes it makes it feel better just to get a good yell out. I'm gonna go piss.
Step right up, man. Have a look. You're gonna love it. Sean Ward, Electric Comics Freak Out, number 3. That's me right there. You can have a look, man.
It's Saturday afternoon on Queen Street West, and Sean Ward is in his element. Sean's an independent comic book artist based out of Toronto, and for the past 2 years, this is how he's been paying the rent.
Did you get to see my new comic book? That's me right there. Have a look.
Sean's wearing a pair of Rockstar sunglasses and a green polka-dotted shirt. He holds up a copy of his latest book, and behind him, the cover art is blown up to poster size. Off to the side, he's set up a toy cash register, and it talks.
5 plus 5. Total $10.
Okay, so that's yours. That'll do it. There you go. Don't forget a sticker and check out the website.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Sean's love of comic book superheroes started at a very young age.
Instead of a security blanket, I had a little red cape, and an extraordinary amount of time was spent sitting at the kitchen table drawing pictures of Superman. And for many years I was convinced that I was Superman, and I was Superman for Halloween every year until I was like 8 or something.
As Sean grew up, he continued to write and draw stories. In high school, he created a comic about a character called Stickman.
And these things were so popular that when I'd get to the point of one being near finished, I would be surrounded by a crowd full of people. So I'd make one of these Stickman comic books, and there's always 4 staples that went down the side. And as soon as my hand came off the stapler from the 4th one, somebody has reached in and grabbed it. It became like a little status symbol. I always made the one copy and passed it around and let everybody read it. The idea to sell it just never even entered my head.
That idea came a few years later while Sean was waiting for a ride from a friend.
As I'm waiting for the car to pull up, just as a joke, just to be obnoxious, as people are passing, I'm going, "You want to buy a comic book? You want to buy a comic book? You want to buy a comic book?" To everybody that's passing, just to be obnoxious. And then a couple people started stopping and going, "Yeah, sure, how much?" And the top of my head, $3. Okay, here you go. Hand it over, and off they go with it. And I'm just just in shock. Lights are going off, bells and whistles. I'm like, okay, I'm onto something now.
What Sean was onto was an answer to the stigma that's often attached to comic books.
It used to be that the idea was for kiddie stuff, but now the prejudice is that it's for socially inept teenage nerds. So how can we get people who have that idea in their head about what this stuff is to actually take an interest in it? So I went out on the street trying to demonstrate how we get people to care, how we find new people to read these things, and how we get them to care. We go out where they are, and we hold it right out to them. Go, here it is, take a look. And that's what I was doing.
So, Sean started selling his comic books full-time. As Queen Street got its first taste of characters like The Changing Color, Benny Bunny, and Mr. Lollipop, Sean started to notice something.
Everybody's asking me, when they come and they see me on the street and they're picking the comic books up, they go, "Oh, wow, this is great. Oh, me, you do this? Oh, this is great." So when they start asking me questions, they're not asking about Mr. Lollipop, where does he live? What city does he live in? Where did he come from? Blah, blah, blah. They want to know how I come up with the ideas. They want to know how I live. They want to know what I'm doing when I'm not on the street, this kind of thing. So since I'm what they're interested in anyway, I decide that's what I'm going to give them. And that's when, that November of last year, I put out the Sean Ward Electric Comics Freakout #1.
It's nothing new for an artist to make themselves the subject of their comics. But Sean sees a big difference between himself and most other autobiographical comic book artists.
What happens with all the autobiographical comics that I've seen is that the artist is having trouble forgiving himself for his flaws and his faults. And he's using the comic book as a way of trying to get to the root of it and at the same time be able to say, see, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? So it's all very downbeat. It's all very depressing. So I'm trying to go the other way. I'm trying to put myself in the comic books as the star and say, no, the world's a wonderful, beautiful place. No, life is great. I can't wait to get up in the morning.
In Sean's books, he is the star. He's the hero. And really, when you think about it, it's kind of a nice idea. In Sean's books, he can be whoever he wants to be. And that's part of the point.
I'm trying to give people permission to be the person they've always wanted to be. If you're not getting that permission from work, or you're not getting it from school, you're not getting it from your parents, you're not getting it from your friends, I think part of the appeal of what I'm doing is that you can come, and I'm giving you that permission.
No, but this is what I've learned, and this is really what my art is all about, is the discovery over the last couple of years of doing this. The discovery is that we all have, for lack of a better word to use, superpowers. Superpowers. We all have the superpower to not even just to change the world, but to change for you to change your world. My comic books, what I'm out here trying to do is I'm trying to get people to allow themselves the confidence and the opportunity to create the world they want to create for themselves. That's right. I want to inspire people to make their dreams come true.
In the Sean Ward Electric Comics Freakout, Sean portrays himself as a superhero. But it doesn't end there.
I'm a superhero in real life. I'm a superhero in real life.
For Metro Morning, I'm Dan Meisner.
And we're back. Yay, that was the piece from the CBC radio program Metro Morning, on which Sean Ward recently appeared. And if it's anything like All Things Considered, which would be our American equivalent from the sound of it, it seems like all right, enough already. If it's anything like NPR's All Things Considered, that's the sort of bit that they drag out and they play like at irregular intervals, like throughout the entire day. So that's the sort of thing that people probably heard every hour for at least 24 hours. So yay, hooray for Sean Ward. At least one of us is getting somewhere. It kind of sucks that I don't think they gave out the URL for the website in that piece. That kind of sucks. But if anybody were to do a Google search on Sean Ward, they would be able to find it soon enough. Anyway, enough about kissing Sean Ward's ass. I think it's time to make some more prank calls. Let's see who is going to be our next victim. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Peepers, thank you for your phone card. Thank you, thank you. I'm still working on Ryan's, but if that one runs out, if I kill everybody's phone cards, we'll move on to yours. Or if I need to use 2 phone cards, we'll move on to yours. Thank you, thank you.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sheena?
No, Sheena's not here.
Where is she?
She went home for Christmas.
She told me to call tonight around midnight, and here I am right on time, and she's not even home.
I'm sorry.
You
Francis calling?
She was giving me the runaround.
Okay, I don't know who you are.
My name is Maurice Rosenthal, but that doesn't help because I don't think I've ever met you before. Are you her daughter?
No.
Her mother? Girlfriend?
No.
Friend?
She's
Roommate?
not here right now. I'll tell her you called.
No, wait, don't go yet.
Why not?
Because, okay, I'll explain the situation here, and hopefully you'll understand. I know Sheena through work because I go there all the time, and we talk, and we've been talking for quite a while, and we built up sort of a rapport over the past year or so. And she had said that she would accompany me to my company Christmas party because I'm a homosexual, but I'm still in the closet. So she said she would come with me so that I could sell the drama that I'm dating somebody, because some rumors are starting to fly, and she was going to be my date for the evening.
She doesn't have a job.
She doesn't have a job anymore?
No, she never did.
She got fired?
Well, I was taking a stab in the dark. Damn it. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Oh, she's black. Of course she doesn't have a job. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No hate mail, please. I'm kidding.
Hello, is Venus there?
Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, this is Mr. Rosenthal down at number 32, and me and a bunch of the guys are going out to throw snowballs at cars, and we just wanted to know if you wanted to come with us.
To go where?
We're not sure exactly where yet, but we're just going to go and throw snowballs at cars, because Ed has some snow he's been keeping in his freezer for like a month.
So he's gonna put it into a tote, and we're gonna go out in the truck, and we're gonna relive the bygone days of our youth by throwing snowballs at cars. It's harmless fun.
Oh.
So we wanted to know if you wanted to come along with us. We're just calling all the neighbors.
Oh, no, I can't. I want, like, no, that's too good. No.
You don't want to come throw snowballs at cars with us?
Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm going to church, but not tomorrow.
Oh. No, we're not going tomorrow. We're going right now.
Oh, no. I was sleeping when you called.
Oh, I'm sorry I woke you up.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe you come by and have a couple drinks. You don't have to throw any snowballs.
Oh,
You can have some drinks with us and ride around in the back of Ed's flatbed.
I don't drink.
You don't drink? Okay, we got some weed.
Excuse me?
We got some weed.
I don't do that either.
You don't smoke weed anymore?
No. Anymore?
See, once a year we get together and we relive the bygone days of our youth. And we drive around, we drink some beers, we smoke some reefer, and we throw some snowballs at cars.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good for you then, but I don't.
Okay, well, just don't turn us in.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. I'd be really shocked if somebody said, yeah, that sounds like fun. If somebody called me up and said that, I'd be like, I'll be outside within a half hour. It would help me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Hey there, how are ya?
You know what that sounded like? When you're playing like a racing game and you're stuck up against the wall?
I thought it sounded like the start off of your show there.
Yeah, you're right. It does a little. What the fuck is that?
I thought you were playing that.
That's your cell phone.
I guess so.
How you doing?
I'm great. I think that's a good holiday. Remember last week what I was doing? Hey there.
Yeah. Listen, Joyce is coming out from her house in about a half hour, like clockwork. She comes out and walks her dog. You want to come hit her with snowballs with us?
Sure. Sure, we'll grab the kids and the hubby and just load it up.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kids need some pitching practice. And
right.
Joyce doesn't move very fast, so she's an easy target.
Uh-huh. Yeah, really? Yeah.
Oh, Chado's naked too. This is Chado the naked dude in the chat room. Are you naked?
No, it's too damn cold here. I'm not getting naked and freezing my balls off.
I think Chado and I are the only naked ones. If Kinky were here, he'd be naked too. Kinky's not here tonight.
Yeah, Kinky or the that other kid, Ballard.
Ballard, yeah. Ballard would get naked too. He's not here either. He's probably out getting laid. I'm the only loser sitting here in front of my computer getting drunk by myself. Hello?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm trying to develop this Grace character thing.
Yeah.
So I think Grace should call somebody for the holidays and invite them over to her house.
That'd be cool.
It's been years.
Okay, let's see who you can call.
Sturtle? Are you there?
Hello?
Hey, Sturtle?
He's not here.
Not here? Well, how are you doing? Who am I speaking to?
This is his friend?
Oh, yeah, his buddy. Okay. Well, I was just wondering if he wanted to stop by our place for the holiday. Well, not maybe for the holidays, but on the holidays, stop by, say hi. Kids could play in the yard and all that.
Who?
This is Grace. I was wondering if he wanted to stop by with the family and hang out a little bit on the holiday.
No, thank you.
No?
No.
Well, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen you folks. Don't be a stranger. You there, hon?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Well, tell Sturtle. Tell him that Grace Mitchell called, and if he wants to stop by for the Hollies, that's great. Bring the kids, we're cooking a big meal. It'll be a lot of fun. If, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have a good holiday then there.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
I would have yelled at her for making. I would have yelled at her for making Sturtle's mind up for him because she decided they didn't want to go. Let me see what else we got. We got Mavis, another. Well, that's not a black lady. It says foreign lady. You know, all the black people would get all offended that you say that it's a confirmed black lady who answered, but you know, he's always right.
Hello, Mavis? Yeah. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, how getting ready for the holidays? You got it all, got it all squared away?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Grace.
Grace?
Grace Mitchell. From way back in the day. Back in high school.
I don't know Grace Mitchell.
You don't know anybody Mitchell?
Not
You know some Mitchell. Quit your fooling. Well, anyway, I was going to see if you and your family wanted to stop by for the holidays, like drop in, because we're cooking here. Here's the deal. We're cooking this big meal, okay? So, I'm calling people up and tell them, hey, stop by, say hi, because a lot of these people now, look, I haven't seen these people in years, and you're one of them, So, do you think you want to stop by and hang out, or do you even remember? Are you still in the area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still in the area. So you really don't remember? Do you know where the place is?
What is it?
This is Grace.
I don't know you.
Yeah, well, you used to know me. Christ. You used to know me. Well, this is a little embarrassing, actually. Excuse me. This is embarrassing.
What's wrong?
Well, I call somebody up. I think they're, stop by and, geez, they don't even know who I am. It's I guess, I guess it's how it goes, though. You move on. You try to keep in touch with these folks, but who can? Who's got the time?
Yes, okay.
But, listen, if you ever want to, have coffee or touch down or something, talk about old times, give me a holler, and, all right? I'm sorry you don't remember me, geez. That's an embarrassing thing. That's an embarrassing thing. You call somebody up, you think, well, gee, this is my buddy from back in the day, and they don't even know who you are.
Okay, ma'am. I could take in my grandbabies right now. Okay.
Your grandbabies?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have them, you and yours, so you have a happy holiday.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
And try not to forget everybody. Jeez. Okay, well, you have a good holiday now, okay?
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it didn't go much of anywhere, but...
There was a couple times where she was trying to talk and you were talking over her, though.
Yeah.
It's always better to hear them talk, because she might say something that you could work with.
Yeah. But also, she was about to say something. I thought, when I was talking over her, I thought she was going to say something that was going to, stop my... You know what I mean?
Well, even if she says she wants to go, you can still keep her on by continuing to talk, She was being nice. She didn't want to upset you.
Yeah.
And that would help, too, if you acted like you were all upset that you were forgotten. Nobody remembers who I am anymore. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I'm holding in my pee for the past 2 minutes.
All right.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, man. Maybe one of these weeks I'm going to keep a piss jug right by the computer here, so I can just stick my dick in like a 1-gallon piss jug and you can hear me pee live on the air. Wouldn't that be a treat for you? You know, if you're gay or if you're straight, things are pretty cut and dried and pretty easy. You know, it might be a little difficult to accept that you're gay or not if you don't want to be. But if you're bisexual, it's much more confusing because you're pulled in both directions and you're just not. It's a sexually confused time in your life, and that's where I was at. And I used to keep a handwritten journal. I used to have a notebook that I used to hide in my bedroom, and I would write my thoughts down, and I would write down that I'm confused because I'm attracted to women and I'm attracted to men, and I didn't know what was going on when I was 18 years old. Because I did have sort of a repressed childhood, so I guess I did develop at a later age than most people normally would. I led a very sheltered life here in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut. And, unbeknownst to me, my mom had gone into my room and read the notebook. So she's reading me writing about I'm not sure because I'm attracted to this girl, and I was having a wet dream about this guy, and I didn't understand what was going on, and I was writing about it. And I had had sex with a schoolhood friend of mine, and I wrote about that. And there was a guy, and I wrote about having sex with this guy, and it was like the first time, and I was like writing about it, my mom had read it, and I didn't know about this because she like took the notebook and put it back. But because my mom was an alcoholic, any holiday is a great excuse for an alcoholic to just let loose and get rip-roaring drunk. So we were at the Christmas table with the turkey and the stuffing and the yams and the lasagna and mincemeat pies and all that shit. And my mom is drunk and she's carrying on that out of nowhere she just says, "You're going to die of AIDS," just like out of nowhere. And that's the way that a lot of straight people think, is that everybody who's gay is AIDS infected or at risk of dying from AIDS. And that was a very embarrassing time. Neo says, one time my mom's cat got stuck at the top of the Christmas tree and wouldn't come down for 3 days. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. And I guess that was my mom outing me in front of the whole family too, because my uncle was there and there were cousins there, and I didn't really appreciate it. Sure. My mom and I never really had a very good relationship after that. I never really liked my mom very much. Not that I disliked her, I just, I blamed it all on her alcoholism. I hated the alcoholism, not my mom. And too bad she died before she could clean up her act and stop drinking. Because now I gotta remember her as like the blithering drunk that she was, rather than somebody who was able to overcome a disease. Anyway, why don't you share your painful Christmas stories with me by writing to PCU Live, PCULIVE, and let's kill off the last half hour of this program, because, let's face it, this is the last half hour that we're going to be together for 3 weeks. That's right. Next week and the following week I will not be here, so it's going to be 3 weeks before you get to hear my fine, lovely, sing-songy voice again. And it's been a very crappy night. I have no idea how many people are listening on DEF CON, because I only have one of the servers in my little radio toolbox here, because one of the IPs have changed. But on the one server it looks like they only have 21 people, and then on PCU we only have 46 people, and then on Wild Bunch, well, we're not doing so bad on Wild Bunch. We've got 14 people on Wild Bunch, so that's better than we normally do. So things are picking up over there. But come on, people, let me go into the chat room. Maybe people are sharing stories in there. Let's share our painful memories. What's going on? Mouse? Mouse, stop it. Don't you love it when you look down and you see your cat is eating something and you can't see what it is? Don't eat crumbs from the floor. Remember that last time you drank the water from the pot in the sink and it made you puke? This is why we don't eat things that aren't specifically fed to us. Yeah. Say hello, Mouse. Mouse. Say Merry Christmas, Mousy. Aw, isn't that sweet? Meow. We were shopping the other day. We bought sweaters for the kitties. Except they're dog sweaters. And the sweaters have like sleeves that are like 1.5 inches to 2 inches long, which makes it so that the cats, if the cats try to walk, they sort of walk all stiff-legged like Frankenstein. And Mouse, if you put the sweater on her, she just tries to walk a couple steps and then flops over and refuses to move. Stop it! What? Stop it! What are you trying to eat? What's back there? The fuck is that? The fuck is that? How the fuck did that get there? I'm like looking between the TV and the stereo here, and I'm pulling out like this little pile of cat food. There's like a little pile of dry cat food here. What the fuck is this about, Mouse? How did this get there?
Friendly service.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, I got a question for you. Have you ever fed the cats on top of the TV or on top of the stereo?
No.
Dry food?
No.
Because Mouse was just like digging at something between the stereo and the TV stand, and I'd like to see what it was, and there's like a whole pile of dried cat food back there.
Huh? Probably like what you call it? You know, like doing like a squirrel, like a chipmunk.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mouse is like stockpiling food for a rainy day.
By the way, though, you do have to feed them.
Let me
I
look.
never fed them.
Let me look in the kitchen and see if they have food.
Well,
no, the bowls are all empty.
Yeah, I'm talking about wet food.
Okay.
Alright.
I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That is, that's so cute, Mouse. Mouse? I've never heard of a cat, like, stockpiling food for a rainy day before. That is the weirdest thing. Come back, Mouse. You're not in trouble. Mouse? Mouse? Because there's no way this food could have gotten there. There's no way I would be feeding the cat in the living room and letting the food get on the carpet and shit. Hey.
Are you that bored you have to talk to your cats?
No, I was just wondering what the cat was doing. And it's not uncommon for me to talk to the cats anyway.
I noticed.
Are you calling to tell us an embarrassing story from Christmases past? Well, you called up, so hopefully you have something to talk about.
I just wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm fabulous!
That's good.
Well, give me an embarrassing or funny story from Christmases past.
I remember one year not too long ago that there was like 3 dogs in the house, and they all started like attacking the tree, and it ended up falling over and like catching on fire.
How did it catch on fire?
The lights were all like, they all broke and everything. It was funny.
Well, everybody, if you look hard enough, you have some interesting story about a holiday.
I can't think of any more.
So you know what you're gonna get. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. When you tune into the stream in a minute, you'll hear it. What?
Well, it's really delayed.
Yeah, I know. You'll hear it in a minute. That's
no,
why.
I mean really delayed.
Like how long?
Like the phone's just ringing now.
That's less than a minute.
Well.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Normal delay is like 2-3 minutes. But because there's so few people listening tonight, it's probably not that bad. Nobody listens to the show anymore. Maybe I ought to retire.
No.
That'll be my New Year's. That would be the perfect time to retire. It's like the last show at the end of the year.
Yeah, but like you said, you'd go insane.
Well, I still have the other show.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, everybody does. Nobody listens to that show.
When is it?
I'm giving that show a 4-week trial run, and I have a goal. If I can't reach 20 people on Wild Bunch, then I'm going to give up. So this past Thursday was the first week, so I got 3 more weeks for it to get up to 20 people on Wild Bunch, and if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to bother anymore. It's Psychobabble, Thursday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to let you go so you can go and listen to the stream, so you can hear what I played.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Princey Girl, for checking in with us. Abu Nail Nachi says, one time at my aunt's house, we had a Christmas tree, and we were all sitting down having our Christmas dinner, and all of a sudden, our tree caught on fire, and my aunt was like, damn those cheap-ass Walmart lights, and we were trying to put it out. It wasn't really that big, but it was funny seeing my whole family trying to put out this little fire, and my aunt called Walmart and was cussing out the lady on the phone. See, isn't it fun being part of a ghetto black family? That was DJ Glowworm, I believe. That's DJ Glowworm. Apparently, fires are a lot more common than I thought around Christmas time and Christmas trees. You always read about it in the paper, but it's never happened to us. Never happened to me, or anybody I know. I did shock myself putting up the Christmas tree lights a couple weeks ago. One of the bulbs was broken and the filaments were exposed, and I was putting the strand of lights on, and my hand went over this one bulb that was broken, and I got a zap pretty good. And I was like, what was that? And then I touched it again just to prove that that's what zapped me. Neo says, I sent you numbers, Ass Nugget, so let's see what numbers Neo has sent me. Maybe we can work in a couple more calls before we go off the air here. I wasn't planning on doing any more, but let's see what we got here. Menace to Conformity says, you want me to cheer you up, baby doll? You should call me. I'll go all soothing ocean voice on you, honey. Okay, that sounds like Kinky UK has indeed joined us after all. Princey says, I am so mean because she heard me playing crickets behind her while she was on the air. Glowworm says, as always, you're putting on a kick-ass show. Thank you. I'm closing out the IMs as I read them here. Little Evil Neo has, Funmalayo Olu... Oh my god. I gotta look at this one for a minute to be able to pronounce it. Funmalayo Olu Funmalayo. Funmalayo Olu Funmalayo. Lovely. That's a real name. Statistically, it is more likely that your tree will catch on fire because of lights than if you were to put candles on the tree. Really? Well, that's just because more people use lights. You know, everybody's afraid to put candles on their trees like they did in the old days. That's just asking for trouble. Has anybody ever set fire to a dried out old Christmas tree? When I was a kid, we lived on a small pond that would freeze over, and all the kids would go out on the ice, and we would have bonfires. And when you're looking for things to burn, all you had to do was walk around the pond and look behind all the houses on the pond, and you could find their old Christmas trees that they just left in their backyard or something. And those things would go up like a fucking tinderbox. Christmas trees, it's like, whoa, it's like just instant inferno. Christmas trees go up like nothing. A Christmas tree could go from like being full to like being a complete burned, crispy cinder within 30 seconds. It's incredible to watch. I remember this one year we ran out of stuff to burn, and the bonfire was still going on, and so we ended up walking around to all the houses on the lake, and there's a lot of summer houses because it was a wealthy community. You had a lot of wealthy people who would leave the area for Christmas time and come back in the summertime. You know, they go down to Florida where it's warmer, and then they come back, and this one house, we took all of their lawn furniture, like their picnic table and their benches, and we busted them up and burned them. That's pretty funny. And then, of course, the bonfire burned a hole in the ice, and it fell through, and everybody went running for cover. Good times, good times. And there's this one time that this idiot showed up at the bonfire and threw bullets into the bonfire, shotgun shells into the bonfire. I don't know whatever happened because I headed for the fucking hills as soon as I saw that happen, because once bullets get hot, they go off. And we could have gotten shot. Vipermetric says he stole a Christmas tree once and they burned very well, and they smell nice too. We burned tires once. We found tires in somebody's yard, and I don't know fucking why, but we threw these tires in the bonfire, and let me tell you, the smoke that comes out of a burning tire is like rubber in your lungs. It stinks so bad, and it's like the most thick, noxious black cloud that you could see in the air for miles around after we burned the fucker. That was a bad idea. Shout out the Naked Dude says, I've set a Christmas tree on fire a few times. Well, hopefully it wasn't on purpose. Another thing you could do with the abandoned Christmas trees that you find in your neighbors' yards is we used to like to take them and we would go out to a main road. And I don't advise anybody do this because you could get hit by a fucking car. But we used to hold the trees in front of us. Well, actually, I was the only one who had the balls to do it. But everybody else would be hiding behind a wall or a tree and laughing hysterically or something. And I would be out there in the road holding this tree in front of me and, like, dancing with it. Like, while the cars are coming, I'd be, like, dancing back and forth and shaking it up and down and, like, shaking it out the car like ooga booga. Oh, man. I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid. See what happens when you grow up in a small town and there's nothing provided for you to do? Vipermetric says, I once microwaved 5 cans of spray paint. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Metal explodes if you put it in the microwave, by the way. Don't anybody try that. DJ Glowworm says, if you want to, you can give me a call. Let's call up DJ Glowworm and say hello. Oh, the contest. Mulville, you never sent me your address for this movie, or I would have sent it out by now. Mulville won a copy of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys, and he never sent me his address so I could get it to him in time for Christmas. So I should have like another contest and give the same DVD away, since Mulville doesn't want it. But I didn't go through my junk and find stuff that I don't want to give away this week. I'm looking around the room like, what's a piece of garbage I'm only going to throw out? I don't know. Okay, Moville says he sent it. Okay. Moville, I remember you IM'd me your address, and I told you that wasn't good enough because I didn't have a pen and I wasn't going to write it down during the show. I need you to email it to me. Email me your address to kdk@kdkprankcalls.com, and I'll get it out. I'll get it out to you. Maybe you'll get it in time for New Year's. Moville says, give away Mouse. I'll just put Mouse in a box and she can come over to your house and hide her dry food in the corners of your house. That was so weird. I've never heard of a cat doing that before. I've seen her play this game where we give her like little tartar-controlled treats to keep her teeth clean, and we give them to her on the counter so that the other cats don't fuck with her because she doesn't have enough balls to stand up to herself and protect her food if the others want to come and take it. So she'll sit there and she'll bat them to the corner of the counter, and then she'll knock them off and then jump down and eat them, except that the other cats are waiting down below, and if one hits the floor, they eat it. So I was watching her the other day, and she was actually putting her mouth to the corner of the counter and then taking the piece of food and knocking it off into her mouth. That was the new variation of her game I noticed the other day. Very cute. The cats are very smart. Sebastian plays fetch. Shadow says, we did it in the woods. We almost caught the forest on fire when he burned his Christmas tree. Let me try to get DJ Glowworm in here so we can do a couple calls in the final moments of this program. I'm not sure if there's going to be a 404 not found tonight because Ted hasn't gotten back to me. But if not, maybe I can replay the last Thursday's Psychobabble so that we can get more people to tune into the stupid program. Oh shit, my phone is beeping.
Hello. Hello, how are you doing, dear?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, dear?
Are you the bastard that was in my backyard and broke up my picnic table and bench to burn?
Yes, I have the accident.
How are you doing, DJ Glowworm?
I'm good.
What's your real first name?
My first name?
Yeah.
Terrence.
What?
Terrence.
Ted?
Terrence.
Oh, Terry.
Terrence.
Terry.
Terrence.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Viper says, I missed most of your show since I was out doing something and having a life. Ahem. Okay, hopefully he was out getting laid. I don't know if you can hear that, DJ Glowworm, but my phone is beeping. That means it's going to die pretty soon. So let's hurry up and do a prank call, okay?
Alright.
Okay, let me find my other phone card from Mr. Peepers. Thank you, Mr. Peepers. I'll be right back. Well, let me tell you who I'm going to call so you have a name to ask for or something. Before I click over, you're going to call up, let's see, Adeline Rudolph.
Adeline Rudolph?
Adeline Rudolph.
Okay.
Or do you want Aisha? Do you want a black person or a white person?
Yeah, give me a black person.
Okay, Aisha Rudolph.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. We gotta make this quick because I have no idea how long this phone is gonna last before it does die. Shit! Wouldn't you know it?
Ow.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to let you go because this thing is beeping like every 5 seconds.
Alright.
And it's about to die.
Alrighty.
But, well, next time.
Okay.
3 weeks.
Alright.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Peace.
Bye-bye. Sorry about that. Let me go put this phone back on the cradle. Why even bother? I'm not going to do any more calls for the night. That's it. Everybody tune out now. We got 15 minutes left. Everybody may as well head for the hills because I can't do any more calls. And I don't get it because that phone was on the hook since I got home from work around like 6 o'clock. Maybe it's time for a new battery on the phone. Of course, Keith did have it off the hook all fucking day, but it shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 hours to completely charge. They're not cheap-ass phones. They're nice, pretty decent phones. I would go grab the other one, but that one is constantly off the hook. That's Keith's phone, and he never puts it on the hook. That one is always so dead that when you hit the find button, it doesn't even have enough power to beep so that you can find it. You gotta wait till you clean the room and find it buried under the laundry or something. One time I actually pulled it out of the laundry basket. It almost went into the washing machine.
Hello? What's the matter, Missy? I'm drunk. You better no more drinking. Well, honest to God, you can't believe what you're sounding like.
I have a penis.
You go to sleep.
I'm gonna drink all night.
No, don't drink anymore, please. No more, please. Don't. Just go to sleep. What's the matter with you?
I'm gonna drink all night. I'm gonna drink all night.
Why?
Because it's great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe you're talking like this.
Oh, it's the best time of my life.
Oh, Jesus. What are you on?
Everything.
What?
Everything.
You're going to kill yourself.
Oh, my penis.
Oh, don't talk like this to me.
Do you want to touch my penis?
Oh, Missy, go to sleep.
No. You go to sleep. I have a penis.
Oh, God. Go to sleep.
No.
Yes.
Hello?
Please, Missy, go to bed and don't do this.
Tonight.
Huh?
I met all these guys, and they gave me marijuana, and I
can't understand.
I said to them.
What?
I sucked them.
Oh, go to sleep.
No, their penises were in me, and it was good.
Oh, Jesus. Missy, what's the matter with you? Do you want to call an ambulance?
No. I want to get fucked some more.
Go to sleep.
I'm going to fuck. Fuck.
Please go to sleep.
No.
Please.
No.
Don't do this to me.
But I love it.
No, you don't love it. You're sick.
I want to fuck.
You're sick, Missy.
Teach me how to fuck.
God almighty, I can't believe you're doing this. Go to sleep, please.
My new favorite prank call. I love that call from Lame Engineers. I wish I remembered their website so I could give it to you, but if you did a Google search for Lame Engineers, you'd probably find them. I'm going to have to search that so I can post it somewhere, because that's my new favorite call, beating out Lucia State. Oh, man. I love that. I'm just stalling for 10 minutes here, waiting for Ted to come on. Ted will be on immediately following this program at 1 a.m. in the morning. That's right, 404, not found. Will indeed be on tonight, without Rebel. Yay! No, I'm kidding. I have actually patched things over with Rebel ever since, was it last week? Yeah, last week I got... Somebody IM'd me and said, Pej is in the Ventrilo chat room talking all kinds of shit about you. And I went in there and I fought with Page, and because I was running the simulcast, it ended up getting broadcast. And Rebel is the only person who had the balls to come in and defend me. Everybody else is sitting there and afraid to say anything and maybe putting something in their comment or something. But he's the only one who had the balls to actually jump in there and start shit with Page. Actually caught Page really off guard, too. But we patched everything over with me and Page. Turns out he was just drunk and looking for anybody to fight with. Didn't matter who it was. I know that because... I know those moments because I have them myself.
Hello? Okay, are you kind of like a religious organization?
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of reasons why not. I wouldn't know. But my thing is my friend and I just got back from Bible study. And I don't know if you're, like, familiar with religious experiences or not. But he's acting kind of crazy, and I was just wondering if you knew what was going on.
Is he speaking in tongues?
Well, he's kind of breathing heavily, and he's mumbling about the Lord.
You need to cover him in hot wax.
Yeah?
And then light his hair on fire till it burns to the scalp.
Hello? Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
Me?
Hey, who is this?
This is George.
Joey?
Yeah.
Joey?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just sitting here smoking my crack.
Who is this?
I'm smoking my crack.
Smoking your crack?
Yeah. Smoking my crack and playing with my cock.
Right on, dude.
That's all I do up here.
What's your name?
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
Right on.
Isn't that what you do when you're up here?
What's my what?
Smoke your crack and play with your cock?
No.
Well, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Hey, dude.
Don't you like playing with your cock?
Okay.
What, dude? Everybody does it. You don't have to be ashamed or nothing. It's just, you wait until your roommate's gone and you just kind of whip it out and you're like, woohoo. Some people do it when their roommate's around, and that's just scary. Or fun. I don't know. What about you? Hello? Did you just start taking my advice?
Hello?
Hello?
Kantuka.
Kantuka?
Kantuka laka.
Kantuka laka? Mis amigos no viven aquí, no sé nada.
No sé nada.
Entra a mi culo. Mi culo.
¿Qué me pasa?
Mi culo es feo.
Feo, your mama.
Mi culo es feo. Liaren, skunskin, askin, bakken. Unskine zimzalabinza, balazabinzalabe. Unkeiner Eier. Unkeiner Eier.
Can anybody translate this stuff for us? Anyway, well, fuck it. I'm gonna end early because I didn't prepare tonight, and I'm done. I got nothing left. This is my second show this week, and I can't think of anything else to do. So, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to tune in again. Well, I can't say tune in again next week. Well, you can tune in again next week if you want to listen to the KDK Lunatic Fringe Christmas Special. It'll be the world premiere of the KDK's Lunatic Fringe Christmas Special, and we'll be dragging it out of the closet every year around Christmas time, whenever I want to take the week off for the holidays, and that'll be fun for everybody to listen to. Hopefully, I'm about halfway through doing it. I got about an hour done so far. If I don't get it done, well, fuck it. An hour is long enough. And immediately following the Christmas Special, I'm going to play in its entirety our 10th CD entitled Appreciateta. every single track in order, in its entirety. So if you want to, you can record it and get yourself a free copy of our next CD, because I am that damn generous. Merry Christmas, everybody. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a happy holiday. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. And stay beautiful. We'll see you in 3 weeks.
I guess you were right, Linus. I shouldn't have picked this little tree. Everything I do turns into a disaster. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Lights, please. And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving, and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1 million miles a day. In an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way.